I'm going to spend a little bit of time emphasizing some differences in my syllabus from maybe some of the other syllabi that you have seen. There are some things in this syllabus that are unique to the way I teach, and so pay careful attention to the things I talk about. First, look at the contact information where you can find me and my office hours. Monday and Wednesdays, 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, Tuesdays, 3 to 5 p.m. Of course, I'm available at other times. You can send me an email. You can call me on my cell phone, and I will have that available in the Angel page, how you get a hold of me on my cell phone, or from text messaging me as well. Talks about the course, a lot of things we're expecting to do in the course. It talks about prerequisites that will actually be the prerequisites for the fall semester. But as long as you're in the College of Education, you can take this course if you're in good academic standing. The required textbook, this is a brand new textbook this semester, so if you have a friend who had the textbook from last semester, this one is very much different. A lot of the same content, but it's a little bit less expensive, and I like some of the things it has in there as far as supplementary materials for students to use to study with. Notice that in red on the syllabus it says you're going to have to sign up for Certified Teacher Test Preparation subscription. That'll cost you $20 or $25, I believe, the last time I checked. And you will pay for that at the bursar's office, and then you will get an email telling you that you have a subscription, and you're going to have to start preparing for that so that you can take your certification test and get into Block 3 in a couple of semesters. We're going to use technology a lot, and we'll talk about this in class. You'll see many of the assignments that talk about you using YouTube, using SurveyMonkey, and so forth. Academic integrity, plagiarism, cheating, none of those are allowed, and I will talk about those things much more later on. Scholastic deficiency, you must maintain a 2.7 grade point average. Read through all these things you're going to look at very carefully, hopefully. Previously submitted work. I want you to use original work unless you are taking this class again for the second time. If you're taking this class for the second or third time, then there are certain assignments I allow you to use again for this one, just to improve them so you get a better grade on them on that assignment than you perhaps got before. Class engagement. I expect everyone to be in class every time, to arrive on time and stay until the end. You're going to be doing a syllabus acknowledgement this first week, maybe the first day or two before we have our second meeting. You need to do a syllabus acknowledgement, and I'll show that in class where you do that. Classroom and online etiquette. Be nice to each other. Talk respectfully to each other. Read that. Attendance. The class participation guide assignment and the in-class group assignment grades will be linked to attendance behavior. Class engagement and the quality of the work. No credit will be given for these assignments for class sessions in which the candidate is absent. A teacher candidate who arrives to class late or who leaves early will have these assignments counted as late, receiving either 50% or 0% for the assignment, depending on how many you've had. If it's your first late assignment, then it's 50% off. If you've already had late assignments, then you get 0% for coming in late. Students with 2 absences will receive notification from the professor that you have 2 absences. Students with 3 absences will be scheduled for a face-to-face meeting with the professor and the CPT director for the purpose of writing a personal growth plan for the remaining weeks of the course. Make sure you don't get your second absence, especially not early. And if you're going to have a third absence, make sure it's like the last week or 2 of the course so that you are not having to have a growth plan and a talk. Late missing tasks or assignments. Assignments are due on the assigned due date, unless otherwise noted. If you have extenuating circumstances, arrangements must be made prior to the due date. No more than 3 late assignments will be accepted per teacher candidate. Points will be taken off for lateness as well as errors in the assignment. The highest score that a late assignment can receive is 50% of the point total. Absolutely no late assignments will be accepted or graded after May 1st. In other words, if the due date says, for instance, February 5th, and in the Dropbox, Angel Dropbox, it says that you turn it in on February 6th, that would be 12:05 a.m. on the 6th, then it's late and you get 50% of the grade for that particular assignment. That's not so much for a 5-point assignment or a 10-point assignment, but when you get to the 30-point and 40-point assignments, it begins to add up very quickly. So don't turn your assignments in late. For any assignment in which a student scores less than 75%, other than anticipation guides, a conference will be scheduled with the instructor. For instance, if you get less than 75% correct on the PowerPoint assignment or on a lesson plan, then we will have a conference to talk about it and how you can improve for the next time. The win characteristics of the course. This is a writing intensive course. This course is listed as writing intensive, and it states that we're expecting a higher level of writing and a higher degree of writing. So read this over carefully. It's about 63% of the course is going to be from writing assignments. If you're having trouble with your writing, you can have a conference with me, or you can go to the Writing Center to work on those. With me, you can come during office hours, or with the Writing Center, you can go anytime that is convenient for you. We have professional expectations that you're well prepared, that you communicate effectively, that you use good grammar, that you are punctual, that you have good attendance, that assignments are done when they're supposed to be done. Candidate absence for personal illness or any other reason expected to present justification for absences to his/her instructor, who will counsel the candidate and advise him/her whether or not she may be permitted to make up the work missed during the particular absence. I will not let you make up all absences. It depends. For instance, because of work, that's not acceptable because of your work, or because another professor wanted you to spend extra time in their class, that is not acceptable either. You need to counsel with me, and we will talk about your absences. There are some situations, like you've been confined to the hospital by a doctor, and for instance, that might be okay. You will still lose any credit for the anticipation guides or the group assignments. Those will not be able to be made up. But that might help you to avoid that conference with Ms. Pena and myself. You can see that there are 1,000 points for the course, and you can see how the points are distributed. I have a lot of assignments. There are usually a minimum of 2 assignments due in a week, and sometimes as many as 4 or 5, counting anticipation guides and group assignments. Some of them are small, some of them are bigger. You can see the course schedule. I stick pretty close to the schedule. I will probably do another 2 or 3 revisions to the syllabus as we go along, as I find errors in the syllabus. If you find an error in the syllabus, please let me know, and I'll do a revision, and we'll change maybe the due dates on a couple of assignments or readings and so forth, depending on how the semester develops. We will finish everything, and we will finish on time. There are some other information that you might be interested in as well. If you have any questions about the syllabus, you find any errors in the syllabus, please contact me. I'll be happy to talk to you about it to explain it better to you.